Harvard students are not geniuses. Most of them were just like you. Average students, average grades, average results. But somewhere along the way, they learned something. A different way to study. A different way to think. A different way to use their brain. And the results speak for themselves. What if I told you those exact techniques are not a secret anymore? And in the next few minutes, you're going to learn all 4 of them. The truth about Harvard. People think Harvard students are born smart. They're not. Research shows that the biggest difference between top students and average students is not intelligence. It is strategy. Harvard students don't study harder. They study smarter. And today, so will you. Technique number 1, deliberate practice. Harvard students never just reread their notes. They practice the hardest parts on purpose. This is called deliberate practice. Instead of going over what you already know, you find your weakest point and you attack it again and again until it becomes your strongest point. Most students avoid what they don't understand. Harvard students run toward it. Here's how to apply it. After every study session, write down the one thing you understood the least. That becomes your starting point for the next session. Not where you feel comfortable, where you feel stuck. Technique number 2, the Cornell note method. Harvard students don't just write everything down. They write to think. The Cornell method divides your page into 3 sections. A narrow left column for keywords and questions, a wide right column for your actual notes, and a small box at the bottom for a summary in your own words. After class, cover the right side. Use only the keywords and questions on the left to recall everything from memory. If you can do that, you actually learned it. If you can't, you know exactly what to study again. This single method transforms passive note-taking into active learning. Technique number 3, spaced practice over cramming. Harvard students never cram the night before because they know cramming is the fastest way to forget everything within 48 hours. Instead, they use spaced practice. Study a topic today, come back to it in 3 days, then again in a week, then one final review before the exam. Each time your brain retrieves the information, the memory gets stronger. Each time you cram, the memory disappears after the exam. One method builds knowledge. The other just rents it for one night. Technique number 4, teaching to learn. This is the most powerful technique Harvard students use and the simplest. After studying anything, close everything and explain it out loud, like you're teaching someone who knows nothing about the topic. No notes, no book, just your voice and your memory. If you can explain it simply, you own that knowledge. If you stumble, you just found exactly what you need to study again. This is called the protege effect. When your brain believes it needs to teach something, it pays more attention, organizes information better, and remembers it longer. Harvard students call it their secret weapon. Now it's yours. The combined system. Here is how you put all 4 together in one daily study system. 1. Start every session with your weakest topic. Deliberate practice. 2. Take notes using the Cornell method. Write to think, not just to copy. 3. Space your reviews. Never cram. Study today, review in 3 days. Review in a week. 4. End every session by closing everything and teaching out loud what you just learned. 30 minutes of this system will do more than 3 hours of passive reading every single time. You don't need to get into Harvard to study like one of their students. You just need the right system. And now you have it. Start today. Pick one technique. Apply it in your very next study session. Just one. And watch what changes. If this helped, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about being better. We actually become it.